Starting September 20, we will be setting flowers every Thursday for the rest of the semester in front of the Deca store. If you are in need of flowers at any other time, come to 832 Floral Design Classroom. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Abiel Juarez and I'm running for Homecoming Queen. When I was a sophomore, I made a promise to myself that I would run my senior year. If I were to become Homecoming Queen, my mission would be to help raise awareness and help that are in need of mental health facilities. I myself have had times where I have felt like giving up, but here I am today running for Homecoming Queen, doing my best to keep moving forward. You are not alone.
I'm Jessica Raven, and your Skyline Scoop starts right now. Do you still want to be at the Skyline Drama Club? Did you miss the first meeting? We will be meeting again on September 26th in F11. Please come and find out about all the new exciting things that are happening with the Skyline Raider Drama Club. The theater department is planning a trip to the Big Apple, that's New York City, June 11 through 15, 2019. If you're interested in seeing a Broadway show and visit all the hotspots, please stop by 813 and get more details. Registration for PTSA is now open. Annual membership is $10. Students who join will be eligible for possible PTSA scholarships. Registration forms are available in the main office. The Gay Straight Alliance, formerly known as Rainbow Raiders, is meeting tomorrow, September 26th at 4:20 p.m. in the library. Skyline chess players meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays each week from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. in room 210. Come play a game or two. The Chess Club t-shirt is scheduled for early October, so come by room 210 for details. Here is your fact of the day. Seniors, come sign up for your FSA ID and reconnect every Tuesday and Thursday morning, 8 to 9 a.m. and evening, 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Pick up your senior contracts in the main office or online. Just go to the senior page to print one out. Please return them ASAP to the main office or F23. Contracts must be handed in by October 1st. The class of 2019 Fall College Fair and Picnic will be October 10th. Ticket sales have begun and will run through the 9th. The cost is $40. If you purchase your ticket after the 7th, you will be charged a late fee of $5. Students, please show some pride for your school by cleaning up after yourselves, especially during lunch. It is your responsibility to keep Skyline clean. And hall walkers, some of you have already failed your courses due to continued absence. You should be getting to your classes on time with your badge and in dress code daily. September 25th is voter registration day. If you are 18 or going to be 18 by November 6th and an American citizen, then stop by the voter registration table in the senior cafeteria and sign up. Mr. Swag will be there during all lunches to assist you and answer questions. Mark your calendar, September 25th. Now for your ACE segment.
Jumping off the porch like mom's not home. Tell me why the best things feel so wrong. Summer nights, love them how they take so long.
What's up guys, it's Josh and we're back again with another video. In today's video we're going to tackle a topic that not a lot of people talk about, which is surprising because I can tell you for sure it's something we all experience, and I know I did. Today we're going to be talking about stress in high school, specifically when it comes to grades, extracurriculars, and college applications. This is something that affected me a lot in high school, regardless of whether I told people about it or talked about it in public. I mean, it happened. Here's the simple answer: you can't avoid stress. It's going to be something that you experience from time to time, especially with the pressure that high school and college applications bring. Hopefully by the end of the video, you'll have a little more insight into how stress affected me when I was in high school, and hopefully you'll have a couple tips to handle it on your own. But before we get into it, I want to talk about the sponsor of today's video, which is Crimson Education. If you've ever felt stressed about your grades in high school, your test scores, your college essays, Crimson is going to be able to help you out. If you've been watching my channel for a while, I guarantee you that you've been recommended at least one of their videos. These videos were created to help students make their dream of studying at a top-ranked college possible. Crimson Education's main goal is to connect students with a team of strategists, mentors, and tutors that will help them create a successful college application. Whether that be extracurricular and leadership projects, college essay brainstorming and editing, or SAT prep and tutoring. The best part is that it actually works, as they've had over 330 offers to top 50 colleges since 2013. For those of you applying internationally, don't worry, Crimson now has over 25 offices across the globe. If you've ever felt lost in your college applications or stressed or just want to stand out in the growing competition, definitely go check out Crimson. I'll leave the link below, fill out the form, they'll get in touch with you and help you find a plan that's right for you. Alright, back to the video. So, stress. First of all, I'm going to talk about what exactly causes stress. For me, it was the constant pressure of trying to explore my extracurricular interests while still trying to maintain my grades. I'd spend all my free time reading college application articles and blogs, trying to find out how to stand out or write a better essay or what extracurriculars I could get involved in. I just wanted to tell a compelling story in my college application, and I didn't feel like I was doing that, so it was really hard. I was also worrying about sports and baseball. How could I be expected to pitch my best when I was running on 4 hours of sleep because I was studying for a calc test the night before? High school is a game of trying to balance way too many things. And anytime you make a mistake, it feels like the end of the world. There were days when I would wake up in the morning and feel like I couldn't get out of bed because I felt so overwhelmed. For example, here was a typical day in my high school life. I would wake up around 6 a.m., shower, get dressed, and then study for around an hour in the morning. What was I doing? Then I would head to school around 8 a.m. If it was freshman or sophomore year, I'd be doing homework and studying on the bus. If it was during junior or senior year, I'd be driving my brother and his friends to school and putting up with their shenanigans. I would get to school, go through all my classes, take any tests or turn any assignments I had to, and then I would immediately head to baseball after school. If I had a game, I would get home around 11 or midnight. If I had practice, most of the time I'd be back by 7:30. As soon as I got home, I would immediately start grinding on any homework I had. Most nights I would go until I just couldn't even hold my eyes open any longer. And there were some nights where I just fell asleep on my kitchen table with a face full of calculus. Not the best days. It's just not a healthy lifestyle. I was not treating my body right. And it was all due to this unnecessary stress. For some reason, I thought the whole world revolved around me getting the perfect grades and the perfect test scores, when in reality, it felt like I was barely living. I know I often come off as this happy, perfect individual who doesn't have any problems at all, just because you're witnessing my life through this camera lens. But in reality, I had a really rough time in high school, when it came to academics and just socially transferring schools. There's just a lot that caused stress for me. So I hope to share with you guys some tips that will help you get through the gauntlet that is high school and college applications, especially if you're looking at applying to top schools like Yale. My first tip is to take breaks. Specifically, take them early and often. Although you may want to keep grinding on whatever you're working on, a lot of times a quick break can provide a much needed mental rejuvenation and can make the rest of your study session a lot more productive and less stressful. I was a big fan of a pretty popular study technique you've probably heard of, the Pomodoro method. Basically where you split your study session into 30-minute blocks, where for 25 minutes you're studying and for 5 minutes you're taking a break. This thing works miracles and can drastically increase your endurance when it comes to studying, especially if you're trying to get through a long session. Actually, I was such a big fan of this method that for a CS project my junior year, I coded my own Pomodoro web application. So I'll leave the link below, you can check that out, it was pretty cool. The next tip I have deals with organization. If you're not organized, it's going to become very easy to get overwhelmed by assignments and projects, and soon you'll be super stressed. Organization is key. You should obviously keep all of your classes organized in a binder, notebook, folder, whatever you want to use, but it needs to be laid out in a way that you can easily access it, and it's not going to get crumpled or anything, because these are notes and assignments that you need to be studying off of. Also, try to use a planner or a calendar, even on your phone. I know my school, probably like most schools, always hand out those agenda books at the beginning of the year, and they're like, hey, you gotta use these, write down all your assignments, and I don't know, they used to check them and sign them off during homeroom or whatever. But those things are actually really useful despite being forced to use them. I didn't really use a calendar or planner in high school, but I really wish I did. Now I keep my entire schedule in GCal, Google Calendar. 1, it's easy to use and edit. But 2, a lot of people ask for your GCal when they're scheduling meetings or events for my extracurricular activities around campus. Also, make sure you have an organized and clean workspace that you can come back to after a long day of school. This can make it a lot easier to study because you're in an environment that you know and an environment that you have control over. I always love plopping down in my big comfy office chair after a long day of school and baseball, and having my favorite pencil and notebook exactly where I left it the night before. My last tip when it comes to fighting stress in high school is maintaining good physical condition. Mainly this means exercise and sleep. It's very hard to get 9 hours of sleep each night. Most nights I ended up with 7 or 8, but I wasn't as productive as I could have been. But man, a 3 or 4 hour night will absolutely destroy you. You can't be falling asleep in class. You might as well not even be there. The key to getting enough sleep is making sure that you prioritize it in your schedule. Set a bedtime and stick to it. If you still have work to do, you obviously didn't manage your time well enough during the day. Also, exercise can drastically improve your mental health and also your ability to endure long study sessions. In the off season during high school, I would go to the gym every single night from 9 to 10:30, run, hit a quick lift, come back and finish up any last minute study things I needed before I would go to bed. Not only will this get you in better physical shape, it's a great stress reliever and really stimulates the body. My biggest tip though is to just take a step back every once in a while. Relax and take a deep breath. High school and the college application process is rough, but that one late calc assignment or that one B on a history test is not going to ruin your college application. Just realize that you don't have to be perfect. I wasn't. Colleges would much rather see a thriving, mentally healthy student that's passionate and loves what they're doing than somebody that looks like a zombie but has a 4.0. This is my biggest piece of advice for you guys. Just keep yourself healthy, okay? Alright, this video has already gone way too long, but I hope you guys enjoyed and got some value out of this. These tips would have helped me a lot if I would have known them when I was going through high school. So take advantage of them now.
That's all we have for today, Raiders. Be sure to catch up on all things Skyline by following us at Skynet Broadcasting. And to make sure you never miss an episode of your Skyline Scoop, sign up to receive more broadcasts by texting at SKYN to 81010. Catch us every day at skynetbroadcasting.org. And to make sure to listen to tomorrow's hits today and every day in the cafeteria and anywhere in the world with Skynet Radio. I'm Jessica Raven and everyone here from Skynet Broadcasting. Thanks for watching and we'll catch you next time.
It's such a nice day.